You are relaxed. You hear nothing but my voice. On 3, you will close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Your eyes are closed. You see nothing. You will feel a light breeze in your hair. You feel this slight breeze entering your shoes. It makes you lighter. You breathe. This breeze raises you a few millimeters from the ground. You can't be sure, but you already feel lighter. This is the story of Pegasus and the quest for the 6 forms of lightness. Pegasus, the winged horse, has 6 foals. But not one of them knew how to fly. Their wings had not yet grown. To be able to fly, each of the 6 foals had to search the world for a form of lightness that would make its wings grow. Then they too could fly. The first lightness came from the other side. The foal dug a hole with its hoofs. It dug for so long that it arrived to the other side of the world. On the other side of the world was a large carpet of grass, scattered with flowers which stretched to infinity. He loved her. She loved him. He had never told her, neither she him. He wanted to tell her. She wanted to hear it. They had walked a few steps, heart heavy and throat tight. And then he had spoken to her. The wind had got up and everything had flown away. This lightness is the noise of your footsteps on the stairs, and one moment later, your skin against mine. The lightness of the grass underfoot, the sand between your fingers, a breath on your neck. It is the smell of clean laundry, the laugh of a child at play, a caress of your hair. The second lightness happened in a very short season that lasts only 3 nights. The second full crossed an inland sea. There were waves as tall as trees. There were currents as strong as 50 horses. It was lifted, crushed, rolled 100 times before passing through the very short season. It is during this season that at nightfall, when all is dark and calm, the gloves you thought were put away nicely migrate in groups. When the weather starts to become too hot, the gloves take off for cooler climes where they know they will be of use. Used to living in pairs, a glove is sociable, and his greatest fear is being alone. Large gloves and small gloves, young gloves and adult gloves, male and female gloves will travel thousands of kilometers on a dangerous journey, achieving lightness by flapping their fingers when aloft. They will pass all that is weightless: a cloud, a kite, a feather, a memory. This is the lightness of travel of the countries we cross without stopping. It is the taste of the first snow on the tip of your tongue, the ripple of a breeze on the calm water of the sea. It is the lightness of the sun returning after a long absence from behind the clouds. The third foal preferred to fall asleep. It had told itself that the best journeys were those you made at night within yourself. Need to have fallen, to have gotten back up, to have fallen again. In a dream as light as the weight of a cloud that would be the dream cloud of another cloud, falling hurts nobody. And danger does not exist, and so everything is permitted, and everything always ends well. It is the lightness that hides in the great circus of the imagination. The fourth lightness was found in what seemed not to exist, but which is nonetheless there. What is big and what is small? Is this near or indeed far? There is that which seems real but is false, and that's what seems false, but is real. That which can only be real, but which is nonetheless false. And that which is absolutely false, but which is real all the same. Reality hides in the fissures of the senses, in the fragility of perception, in the giddiness of doubt, in the lightness of uncertainty. Beauty is in this line between what you think you see and what you can imagine, between the unimaginable and the astounding. This is the lightness of the unimaginable, of all that does not exist but which is there, nevertheless. It is the wind just before it blows. It is the voice just before it speaks. It is a dream just after awakening. It is a memory just after a departure. The fifth lightness was hiding in the green of a voice. The foal had found it, had galloped for so long that it would have liked to have rested its little hoofs. And then, at the end of its journey, it discovered the opera. It was a famous opera, a libretto for great voices, sopranos and baritones, altos with voices as light as milk froth, basses with voices as heavy as a pouring of cement. They became angry presto. They recommenced the aria with a coda that starts allegro, a little trip on the B, a larger one on the F sharp, as they moved into a crescendo. This is the lightness of the voice, soft as a cat or hard as wood. It's a delicate vibration made of a bit of air, a little atmosphere, few atoms of nitrogen and oxygen, which make the heart beat. Han dashua fallet off you over. And they in your future sit that off you over send yellow. Yeah, we next in the bashua. It obscure more run you over send yellow sit. The sixth and last lightness was under a grain of sand in a reverse time. The foal wondered where it would reach if it galloped backwards. It thought a lovely surprise would certainly await it at the end of the road that is traveled in reverse. Does time have a trajectory? What is its direction? Where do we find the past? Where does the future reside? The present is only a light, intangible, immaterial, non-existent idea floating in equilibrium in a white space between the memory of what was and the dream of what will be. And all is still there, and all is already there, in a universe that at the same time exists and does not exist. This is the lightness of what we were no longer expecting, but which happens anyway. The lightness of what we thought had disappeared, but which we find again, of what we thought had left, but which had not. You are relaxed. You hear nothing but my voice. You will again feel this light breeze in your hair. It has made you lighter. You are sure of that now. Your eyes are closed. When you open your eyes, the story will be finished. Open your eyes.